Hey guys, Chris here with Cohesive Friendship Unit. I am with Jeremy
Yo, what's up?
and Brian,
What's going on?
and we're going to be talking about the microtransactions in Devil May Cry 5, specifically the single-player microtransactions. But real quick, if you like this video, throw us a like. Let us know down below what your thoughts are on microtransactions for full-priced single-player games. And if you love us, sub us. That subscription will enter you in a giveaway for some dank Steam codes. So here we are, Devil May Cry 5. Tokyo Game Show happened a few days back. The demo was out. There was some news on Devil May Cry 5. There was some lots of gameplay, lots of trailers. One thing that was shown is that there are single-player microtransactions that allow you to buy these orbs. And what these orbs do is essentially allow you to buy abilities of different tiers. And for example, during the demo, they fought a boss, and an outlet recorded how many orbs they got. They got about 22,500 orbs. They said that most abilities in the menu that they could see were between $8,000 and $10,000 orbs, scaling up to around 35,000 orbs, with one at the very top costing 3 million orbs. So you can see how that grind kind of works out. So what do we think about, well, what do we think about this, and what do we think about microtransactions in full-priced single-player games?
Devil may pay.
No, Devil May Buy, dude.
Devil may buy. That's better. Devil may buy.
You said it, dude, for like
I
2
said
minutes
it
earlier.
I said it earlier, and then I forgot which one I rhymed with. So we'll Devil may buy 5. The monetizing. It's like, I don't know, why would you pay $60 for a game and then pay more money so that you could finish it fast?
Pay to not play.
Right.
So, yeah. So, like, I'm against it on principle. This doesn't seem as egregious as Star Wars because it doesn't seem to have broken the game. I mean, we'll see. Because you can use real world money to buy the orbs that you need to get to do the traditional system of in-game progression, which is like Devil May Cry is a grindy game anyways. So like if it's your jam to just pay money and not play the game, like I guess God bless, but I wouldn't buy them.
Yeah, so like on one side,
I don't like it on principle.
on one side of the coin, I think there's always the this is not the first single player full price game we've seen. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition actually had these, but they were very subdued. They were different from this, and there was Shadow of War, Middle Earth Shadow of War had them, and they actually just removed them. But I think on one hand, for single player, people always argue, oh, you know, it's your game. If you want to ruin the experience for yourself, go nuts, you know, pay the money. But on the other hand, for everyone else, the way I see it is if there's ever a point where you're grinding, there's going to be that doubt, like, this is an artificial grind. This grind was put in here to get me to, you know, pull out my credit card. Like, they put this, like, tedious part in so that I would just want to be like, fuck it, $5, I'll get through it. And if that happens at all in this game, I think it's going to be justified to call them out on that.
I agree. Though,
Yeah,
like, let us know grinding is, like, inherently a way of, like, padding out a game. Like, if in this instance, it might be to get you to get out your credit card to buy your way through the grind. But
it's
traditionally, it's, like, a way of getting you to sink more hours in a game than it necessarily deserves.
But then it's not a game design thing, or it is a game design thing, but it's not a game design thing for, like...
They're both bad, they're just bad in different ways.
Yeah. Also, so it looks like it's pretty, I don't know, so this goes, for me at least, the whole idea of like whales. Like usually these games have like what's called a whale, where it's like 1% of the player base spends like 90% of the money on these microtransactions, and it looks like the top tier, like the grindiest things, obviously cost like an exorbitant amount, like 3 million orbs compared to like a 35,000 orb thing. that kind of implies that like the longer you play, or the people who are more invested in this game, the people who are more likely to be whales, are kind of more likely to fall into this microtransaction trap, which I think kind of sucks. But maybe I'm reading too much into that.
Well, and like, if you can't make money off of a game, if you can't sell the game for $60, then don't sell the game for $60, or don't make the game to sell for $60.
Yeah.
Like, or it's, again, you're preying off of these people, which is, it's not even like a gambling addiction at this point. It's like you're preying off of your most committed fan base.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Like,
And microtransactions, so like,
it's not a
I don't
loot
know.
box.
no, it's not a loot box.
I don't. A loot box might be better, honestly. I don't know.
I would say they're shitty in different ways, but equally shitty.
Yeah, they're both pretty bad. I was gonna say that like what the game creator said their motivation was to give players, more choice in the way they approach the game. Again, it is a grindy game, and like there's a lot of things to unlock. So if you want to say like, oh, for classic fans of the series who like are already very well established and they just want to jump in and start doing crazy shit in terms of like combos and stuff, it's a very combo heavy game. It has a pretty deep combat system, and you have to buy moves and stuff and upgrades. I played Devil May Cry 4.
Just make it free.
Well, it is free.
The option to give people, like, being like, oh, we want to give players it's not like you need that to cost money.
So I guess that the answer is that then everyone would do it and the game probably wouldn't be fun because everyone would just do that, and then there would be no real incentive for the player to progress. But so like I do think there has to be some barrier to entry, but like this, if that's your real goal, seems like a particularly bad
Nintendo games do it all the time. They always have like recently stupid easy modes.
Yeah, but they've been really criticized for that too. Like a lot of people have said Nintendo games are not fun because they're not challenging.
No,
because
like
the
a lot.
base,
a lot of them have like no die modes. Like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze has like a no die. Like I mean, you can.
But
die,
that's also
it's very
different.
hard. I mean, I guess
there's a difference between a no die mode and like
but they
an
could
all
charge
move
you,
unlock or something.
I get,
that's
more
like a classic cheat code thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like just give us the cheat code. I don't know.
I think if that's your real motivation, there's a better way to do it. Like the real motivation is that they want to make money.
Yeah, and it's being driven by profit instead of trying to make a product that people enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to enjoy it. People are excited for the game, but
you're kicking the people that support you the most in the face.
It's unnecessary. It's hard to justify. Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, just like I get that this is also kind of a way to skirt extra content, because my solution to this would be like, if you want to make more money off of your game, sell skins or sell.
I agree.
Little content, little DLC, but I guess that costs assets, where instead, or development time. Where instead you can just this is like in Pokemon giving you the keys to all the TMs. Like, go nuts, kid. Like, I don't know, it's just a lazy, cheap way to make money. Like, I'm okay with them making money and them funding their game, but this is just not the way to do it for me.
It's almost like a first party Game Shark.
Exactly, yeah. For one game.
Yeah, not
in like the concept is like that makes sense.
I think we've hit that point personally. I think games can't be $60 anymore. Or some games like games as a service multiplayer games, those are going to launch free. And big single player games, they're going to have to be more than $60.
No, but Chris, you're assuming that the games aren't profitable. Like, the cost to develop the games does not correlate to, okay, it has to be $80 for that. Like, this is them squeezing extra.
Well, but it factors into it, though. It factors into it.
It does factor in, but that they also factor into when they're developing the game, their expected profit margins. Like, they know they can invest so much into the development if they expect to make such and such a return. Otherwise, like, they don't go in blind and are like, golly gee, like, it's only going to be $60, and that's, oh no, now we're sunk. Like, that's not how a business operates. Like, that's an excuse from the industry to try and fucking either get people to pay an $80 price tag for a game, or to let us roll over and have these microtransactions. Like, just look at the profit margins for any of these major developers. They're not mainly they're not going broke.
Right,
I mean,
but
I know
they're
smaller
probably
studios
not-
sometimes have problems.
They're
but
probably not high enough for their shareholders.
Yeah, well, I mean, the shareholder's job is to say, if you can squeeze an extra dollar out, you literally have a legal obligation to do so.
That sucks. That sucks.
If you're a public corporation,
this is making me sad.
It's your fiduciary responsibility. So, no, I mean, it shouldn't make you sad, but that's what I'm like. We don't have to just accept it. Like, we don't have to pay $80. We don't have to buy this stupid microtransaction bullshit. Like, they can just stop being greedy pricks, and we can just get back to making good games. And like, if they have to change their development strategy a little bit, they'll be fine. Like, I don't think the CEO of fucking who manufactures DMC?
Capcom?
Yeah, I think Capcom's gonna be okay.
You think they'll make it?
I think they'll make it.
They'll make it out of this one.
Yeah.
I'm still sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the world that you live in.
That's so true.
That's the world that we live in, dude.
So their revenue, Capcom's revenue in 2017 was $555 million. So.
So they're living off of ramen, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I think we're all pretty much in agreement of this. I think we had a pretty solid discussion.
And that's for apparently less than 3,000 employees. So they only have $555 million to share between 280 people, 2,800 people. I don't know how they're going to survive.
Yeah. Wait, was that for the quarter or for the year?
Year.
Interesting. 500 million, you said?
555 million, 0.1.
Interesting. All right, I mean,
income.
Does anyone have anything else to say, or are we pretty solid?
It is disappointing. I low-key do kind of like Devil May Cry, so it's too bad.
I hope that other people don't start doing this.
Yes.
I hope that as the community bands together and kind of like, not a boycott, but because I realize that people still like the games, but like express our discontent at this as the people who are fundamentally making them money and buying the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of this going on, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Even though they made it illegal in Europe.
Yeah. Did you see the Rockstar thing?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know. We should do a video on that. That was fucking. Hold on. I'm
another video for another time.
Yeah, another video for another time. But holy shit. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Do you want to wrap things up, Brian?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think that microtransactions don't make sense, they also don't make dollars, go ahead and hammer that on down in the word box and join the revolution, right?
Damn.
And like Chris said, if you sub to our channel, there's a chance that you might get a Steam code from us to play some cool games. So go ahead and click that subscribe button, and then while you're at it, go ahead and click the little ringy dingy in the top right hand corner so you get continuously updated with our continuously cohesive doings here on the Cohesive Friendship Unit Cohesive channel. Continuously. And smoke them if you got them, guys. That's all from you tonight, Chris.
Thanks, Brian. I just want to say real quick, not Rockstar, but 2K, who owns Rockstar. That they're the problem child. But yeah, thanks a bunch, Brian. We will catch you guys next time.